Okay, we're going to go through how to properly connect the views together. We drew out the elevation of the house. We come along then and we have to draw the plan view. The plan view, your measurements or your widths always have to be taken down from the elevation. So in other words, this was 80 millimeters wide. I project down the left and right hand side. This section was 10 millimeters wide. I project down the width. So all of your widths have to be taken from elevation. That means your elevation and plan are connected together. To draw an end view, so to draw one of the end views, I'm going to draw one on the left, one on the right, and show how they're different. Where your elevation and plan touch, so in other words, this construction line between the two, where that hits the XY line, so in other words, this point here, so I take my edge of the elevation and plan, where it hits the XY line, that is where we draw out our 45-degree line. It's a construction line. I'm only showing it as a dark broken line so that you can see it on the visualizer. That should be a construction line. I take my widths from plan, height from elevation. That's why this 45-degree line is here. So in other words, if I want to get the apex of the roof, the top of the roof, here's the top of the roof in elevation, I come straight across. I want to get the apex of the roof, the top of the roof in plan. Here is the top of the roof in plan. I bring that across and up. So where it hits my 45-degree line, I bring it up. That gives me the top point of the roof. So I took the height of it across from elevation, I took the position of it in plan up in my end view. I take the front of the house. So we said the front is always at the bottom portion here. So the front of the house is down here. And I bring it up. So I've taken the front of the house across and up. Here's the front of the house. And here's the height of it, where the front of the house meets the roof. I take that across. And it gives me the point. Now I can draw in the position of the front of the house. Okay, so there's the front of the house. Here's the back of the house. Take that up to my end view. So across to hit the line and up. And likewise, the back of the house is the same height as the front. Here's the height we want. Take it across. We took it over and up. That gives me the outline of the house. Done. The porch in plan. Step down 10 millimeters. So the porch was down here 10 mil. So I'll draw on the porch now. There is our porch put in. I want to find the porch in the elevation. Porch comes across to hit my 45-degree line and up to my elevation. Height of the porch, I take across from the elevation. Here's the porch. Here's the height of it. It's going to come across. And again, I can draw that in. Here is my porch. So that is almost that elevation done, my end elevation or my end view done. I've got this piece and I'm going to see it because we said we look with our torch idea. We said if I look in here at that side of the house, it's going to end up over here. So when I look in here at the right hand side, over here on the left is where the view ends up. I've got my extension onto the building in plan here. So here's the extension of the building. Here is the elevation of it. So the bit that sticks out the side. This is the roof of it. Again, this is the top of the roof. So here's the top of the roof of that extension. It's lower than the main roof. I bring it across. Height comes across. Here is the middle of the roof in plan. I bring it across and up. That gives me the position of the roof. Likewise, I take the front of the roof, the front of the building and the back of that extension. So I've taken my line across to hit the 45 and up. So again, here's the front of that extension taken out and up, and it is the same height as the main roof. So here's the height for the main roof. That gives me section of it. Same for the back. Back comes across, take it up out of the plan, and again it is the same height as the main roof, and that is my completed end view. So I've darkened in just the bits I see. There's my completed end view. When I look at this side of the building, so I look in from here, there's no extension on it. So again, if I look in here at this side of the building, my view is going to end up over here. So I look in from the left now, it's going to end up over here. And it's the same process. Now I'm going to fly through it because most of it is exactly the same. 45-degree line down. I'm going to take all my heights across just in one big lump because it'll save a little time in the video. The outline of the house again. So I'm going to take the roof to start with. Center of the roof, I bring it up. Here is the top of the roof. Front of the house comes across. Here's my front, comes across and up, and that gives me the front. Back of the house, across to hit the 45 and up, and that's the back of the house drawn in. That gives me the roof. Porch then in the front. Here's my porch. Take the porch over and up. Height of the porch comes across, so I get my porch complete. There is the porch done. That is that end view complete because there's no extension on this side of the building, so I can't see it. So that's my two different end views, and you'll see they're both different. Give it a go.